Hello students. Now today also we are doing chapter number 1, nature and significance of management. What we have done in last lecture that I am clearing, because before that lectures all the things are clear to all of you. Now in last lecture different management persons have given different ideas about functions of management and process of management, both are equal. Now from that we are talking about Kunz and O'Donnell. Simple. Planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. But from these 5 functions we are talking about only 3 today. So starting with planning. Now what is meaning of planning first of all? So simple things, sir. Planning is for future. Planning is for future. So first thing, planning means future forethought in the present. Future forethought in the present. In present, we are thinking about future. That is planning. We are discussing about future. What to do so that we can achieve our goals. That is planning. So here, planning means what? Future forethought. Future thinking in the present. In present we are thinking about future. That is planning. Now think next thing. Future forethought. If we are doing this, then which benefit we are getting? Simple, sir. Reduce risk and uncertainty involved in future. If we are thinking about future, what to do, where to do, how to do, if we are thinking these things in present, then future uncertainty can be reduced, future risk can be reduced, and that is because of planning only. And that's why planning is future forethought, and because of future forethought, reduce risk and uncertainty involved in future. Whatever risks are in future, that can be reduced today, and that's why that is very important one. Going ahead. Second one, planning is again, what is planning? So planning is a function of selection, preferences, function of selection and preference. So how it is preference, selection? How? Think. If I have many alternatives to select to achieve my goal, there are many alternatives. From that alternative, which is the best that I can select? So that is selection procedure. So planning is selection procedure also. So selection and preference. Why selection and preference? Because when many alternatives are found at the time of defining objective, planning help to select best one. By planning, we can select best alternative from all the alternatives. And that's why planning is selection process, is a function of selection. First, planning is future forethought. Second, planning is selection procedure. Next, third, planning is a base for what? Base for other managerial functions. Organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. For other managerial functions, planning is a base. Now, why planning is a base? Simple, sir. Management begin with planning. Management begin with planning. That's why planning is a base for other functions of management. Simple. Going ahead. Now, actual definition of planning. What is planning? When in advance, because future forethoughts. So when in advance, it is wisely considered. When we are in advance, considering all the things. For what? What work? Means which work we want to do? What work? Who will do? That work done by whom? Who will do? When? How? To what extent? When? How? To what extent? And when work is to be finished? What is the time limit to complete that work? When? Within which limit work should be completed? So, when work is to be finished to achieve object, because ultimately why we are doing planning? To achieve our goals, to achieve our objective. So again, what is planning actually? What is meaning of planning actually? Sir, when in advance we are thinking about future, it is wisely considered what work, who will do, when, how to do, to what extent, and when work is to be finished to achieve our objective, then is called planning. So this is the definition, main definition of planning. So this is included in planning. Simple one. In short, I can say planning is what? Future assumption. Planning is what? What to do. By whom that work should be done. Within what time limit it should be completed. This all the things is think. It means it's a planning. Simple. So planning completed. Now we are talking about organizing. Planning means brain, because in planning only thinking process is there. That's why it's a brain process. So planning means brain, while organizing is physical structure. Whenever we are making any planning, and there must be, as per planning we have to do, and if we want to organize all the things as per the planning, then it's a physical structure. Organizing is a physical structure. So planning is brain, while organizing is our physical structure. Whatever decided in planning, as per that planning we have to manage all the things. So it's a physical structure. Now, why it's a physical structure? Why it's a physical structure? Because in organizing, what we are doing? Organizing is what? Distribution of work, authority and responsibility. Because in physical structure we are making different parts. We are making different groups, and to that group we are allotting work, giving authority and responsibility as per that thing. And that's why it's called organizing. Because now as per planning all the things are done. So organizing is a physical structure. Why it's a physical structure? Because in organizing, distribution of work, authority and responsibility among the different section and various group. Because to do work, we are making sections, allotting them work. It means responsibility among the different sections and various groups of people for achieving objective. This all the things is done for what? Achieving objective. In planning, brain work is already done. How to achieve objective. Now, to achieve that, we are making sections, we are making groups. To that group, we are giving authority and responsibility, giving work. So, work, authority and responsibility given to different sections and various groups. To achieve object, it is called organizing. So, organizing completed. Simple one. So again I am repeating one thing. Sir, what is planning? Planning means what to do, who will do, within what time limit our work should be completed. This all the things is called planning. It's a future assumption related to future, so that future risk can be reduced. It cannot be eliminated, but it can be reduced. So planning is that. Now, as per planning, we are doing something. Planning is brain process. But physical structure is what? Organizing. In organizing, we are making sections, we are making groups. To that group, allotting work, allotting authority and responsibility is called organizing. That we have to do for achievement of objective. So it's a brain, it's a physical structure. Now only structure. Now important thing, we are talking about staffing. Structure is created, but many staff is required to achieve our goal. For that, staffing is there. Now, staffing. It is the strong belief of every progressive management. Every progressive management. Every management believe that if they have a best staff, enthusiasm staff, motivated staff, good staff, then nobody can beat that company, that enterprise, that association. Never. So, it is the strong belief of every progressive management that a satisfied staff is an invaluable asset. So satisfied staff, if there is satisfied staff, it means it's a invaluable asset. It's an asset of the enterprise because staff is there. If satisfied staff is working in the enterprise, then it's a really invaluable asset for enterprise. Simple. For that, I like to discuss one thing, and it's a real story for satisfaction of staff. It's a real story. I am talking about Vimal company, and always whenever I am talking about satisfied staff, then this Vimal company always in my mind. So try to understand Vimal company's story. Vimal is not Gutka company. I am talking about Vimal Oil company. Today Vimal Oil is available in the market. Before some years, it was shut down. And before shutdown, it was the best company in the market. Today, Tirupati Oil Company is in the market. So Tirupati and Vimal company both are one company before some years. At that time only Vimal company is there. Both are partners. Vimal company owner and Tirupati company owners were partners. Now between two partners there is some problem, and that's why both are separated. New company created by Tirupati owner. Vimal company owner have only knowledge, not that much money to invest in the company. Main investor is Tirupati company's owner, and that's why in market they establish new company Tirupati. Good advertisement, good things provided by them, and Tirupati had captured whole market. Now Vimal company is in problem, was in problem, and in that days, even they cannot survive in the market. That was the situation for Vimal company, and that's why they have to shut down. They have to shut down. Now think, persons who are working in Vimal company, what was the situation? But at that time, one best decision taken by Vimal company owner. He said to all the employees, don't worry, we are shut downing our company, but not worry about your salary. Don't worry about your salary because I am paying you full salary up to you get best job in another company. So Vimal company had paid full salary up to that level, up to that stage. They are not getting other company's job. All the employees, when all the employees get job in another company, then Vimal company honors stop salary, stop to pay them. Otherwise, without asking anything, payment of salary was start. They are paying regularly salary to each and every staff member. Now think, what was the situation for staff? What they are thinking? Definitely, all staff members are satisfied with Honor because Honor closed down their business, but they are worried about their staff also. They are paying full salary and telling them find new job. Don't worry, if you are not getting new job, I will pay you. And company shut down. Now after some years, again Vimal company start. Now what Honor think? Honor contact again old employees, experienced employee. Are you ready to come with me again? Because I am starting my company again. All the employees are ready to come in the company without asking salary. Why? Satisfied staff. That is the most important one. This is one example of best management. Even many examples are there. But this is the best example which I like. And that's why always I am trying to discuss this incidents. So really I salute to that company because they are thinking about their staff. Going ahead, staff. Now every best management thinking satisfied staff is an invaluable asset. Simple. So going ahead, success of business is depend on its employee. If employees are working properly, no worry to enterprise because they can get success very easy. Simple. Going ahead, productivity and efficiency of the organization increase because of best employees, because of staff. Productivity increase, efficiency of enterprise business also increase. That is only possible by staff. And that's why staff is what? Employees what? Employees are arms and legs of unit because they are working, planning them, organizing them, all the things are arranged, but actual work done by staff. So it's arms and legs. Our mind can think, but that is done by arms and legs. So employees are arms and legs of unit. Going ahead, next one. As per your study, staffing is concerned with availing means getting and maintaining satisfactory manpower. Availing means getting and maintaining them, maintaining satisfactory manpower. So whatever manpower we are getting, satisfy them and work with them long time, so that staffing is completed. Staffing is not mean getting person, if he is resigning, getting another person again resigning. Staffing is what? Getting person satisfied, then they long time work with us. It means it's a staff, nothing else. So Dr. George Terry, staffing is concerned with availing and maintaining satisfactory manpower. That is the important. Going ahead. Actual meaning of staffing. Next one. Staffing is related with recruitment. Staffing is related with recruitment. Now recruitment, yes. But only recruitment? No, sir. Recruitment for what? For the right position. For which position we are recruiting them? For the right position. Second one, at the right time. When required, at that time recruit them. So for right position, at the right time, in the right number. In the right number. Because if we need 2 person and appointing 1, then 1 person is overloaded. If I need 2 person and appointing 4, then they are unused. So that cost to me. So for the right position, at the right time, in the right number, and most important thing, with the right qualification. Qualification is also there. Now what is the meaning of qualification? So as per society, qualification means degree. If we want to do management, then MBA should be there. It's a one way to judge qualification. But Kamal sir is thinking in different way. Yes, there should be degree. Qualification required. But person have a qualification, degree, as per society, what they are thinking, they have a degree, it means person is qualified. As per Kamal sir, by getting degree, he is not qualified. He may be qualified. Because whenever practical work is done, at that time, if he is doing properly, then he is qualified. Otherwise, he is not qualified at all. Simple giving example of teacher. If I am considering qualification, then I cannot teach in 12th standard, 11th standard. Higher secondary standard I cannot teach because I don't have any degree to teach higher secondary students. I have degree to teach college students. So as per qualification, I am failed. But all of you know, I am teaching to all of you. Simple. So what is qualification? If objective can be achieved, then person is qualified. At that time, degree doesn't matter. So be best in your work. Whatever you are doing, do it best. And if you are doing best, then you are qualified. Don't worry about it. At that time, you don't need any degree. If you are presenting you best, all the qualifications are in you. Then no need to get any qualifications from other. It is already qualified. So this is the important part. So again, but as per society, we have to consider first, staffing is related with recruitment for the right position perfect place, at the right time when required, in the right number of persons required, with the right qualification, then it's called. So planning is related with these things. More, not only this, staffing. So staffing is related with these things, not planning. Staffing is related with these things. Staffing also includes one more thing: selection. We are selecting person, giving training them, transfer if required to get special benefit from that particular person, promotion if he is the best person, give promotion, dismiss after giving instruction, after giving all the facilities. If person cannot work properly, dismiss them. Retirement procedure also there. Welfare activity of employee, give or create that type of environment so that employees are working properly. Give some tickets, give some vouchers so that welfare activity of employees are there. So staffing also includes this thing. In short, ultimately, what is staffing? Ultimately, staffing means real persons working to achieve business objective. Staffing means what? Real persons working to achieve business objective. And that's why satisfied staff must be there. Satisfied staff is an invaluable asset. And for that, I have given you one example of email that should be in your mind. Because maybe you are the future management person, and if you are future management person, then you have to think about staff. Don't think about only profit. If you are managing staff, everything will be managed. So meet you in next this lecture. Bye bye.